Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about Google Apps. But before this, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Kamal Haj Ibrahim, and my partner is Arwa Bakir. Since you're discovering what is Google Apps, before that, we need to talk about Camel Cloud. Camel Cloud, it's a company, it's a partner with Google. They sell Google Apps applications. They implement, they migrate, as well as they train. As well, we custom development applications with Google Apps Engine for your information, for your technology information at your company. Arwa, he's going to translate what I'm saying in an Arabic part. تفضل.
نحن شركة كامل كلاود هون بالكامل كلاود we provide جوجل ابس بالميدل ايست. طبعا نحن كل شيء جوجل ابس يعني جوجل ابلكيشن سواء بالبزنس بالإديوكيشن بالتعليم بكل شيء نحن we provide the Google application.
Now, since Camel Cloud started since a year, was a business model from the United States. We had a company, a sister company called Vio. We started to implement this kind of business model since the cloud computing technology, which is basically having not old solutions, having a new solution at your company, the cloud computing concept, which is Google Apps is offering for you. Now, since you're an education part as well, they offer you for you and Google Apps education, as well as business, as well as government, as well as non-profit organizations.
طبعا نحن اكيد نحن بارتنرز مع جوجل باللوس انجلوس باليو اس. نحن بروفايد للجوجل ابلكيشن سبيشالي للجوجل ابلكيشن سبيشالي بالاديوكيشن بالتعليم. كل شيء نحن لتطبيقات جوجل بالتعليم نحن بنقدمها هون عندنا بالمملكة العربية السعودية.
اوكي الحين اكتشفنا انه في ترانزليتر ف على كل حال I'm going to talk in English since I was studying English all my life. Basically, Camel Cloud, if you, let's say you're a university or a school or any kind of education that your domain name has .edu, and you heard about Google Apps, and you want to implement this kind of technology. Now, this is the old question, common question I always get. Why should I go to a third company or partners with Google and install the Google Apps and I can do it by myself? Now, since it's a cloud computing technology and it's a new technology, first you need human resources for that. You need the right tools to immigrate the emails that you have at your organization. After this, you need to train your employees, you need to train your students, your admin, to adapt to them to the environment of Google Apps. After this, if your company or your organization or your university has an active directory synchronizing or has an application installed inside their university, they want to upload it to Google Apps Engine, we do that for you guys. So we train you, we adopt you to the cloud concept, and what we all need, since the old concept needs networking, needs training, you don't need all that things. The cloud computing concept, we could do that physically, face-to-face, we could do that on webinars, we could even do by phone calls. It's easy, it's more adaptable for your organization. Now, after this, not also Google Apps, we also look at a couple of things before installing Google Apps at your university. We look at the industry, we look at a location, we look at your company culture. Since let's say you're a university that you don't have our English base, so we implement the Google Apps in an Arabic way, have the information technology at your language, at your culture. Even let's say your company has a location, it's far away from Riyadh. Since Camel Cloud is located in Saudi Arabia and Riyadh, our headquarters is based in Riyadh, we could also go there, travel there, meet with you face to face, and adapt you to the Google Apps education. The industry, it matters for the business side because, you know, there's a lot of industries. You have the manufacturing, you have the ITs, you have the trading, you have a couple of industries. Now, since for the education, it's almost the same thing, so we don't mind of implementing this kind of technology at your organization. After this, what kind of services do we do at Camel Cloud? Since Google Apps has a process to implement this kind of technology at your organization, we start by, first of all, the licensing. We provide you the licensing. Now, also, you could go bring it directly from Google, but we as partners, we have a platform for you. as you are an education part, you need to deal with us. We deal with Google directly. You have a problem, you need the licensing fast. I mean, because Google is so big, they're so busy, there's a lot of people around the world. That's why they have partners around the world, even in the Middle East. Now, since we are the first company in Saudi Arabia, we're adopting the fully cloud computing technology. We don't have any software solutions, none of that kind of old solutions. We're focusing on the cloud computing concept. After this, the domain setup. Since your organization, it's at .edu.com, what kind of domains you have? We implement the configuration MX records, the DNS records, hosting everything on Google Apps. After this, the Google Apps mail immigration. Now, since you have an email system, an existing before email system, we migrate this kind of emails. Any kind of POP, IMAP, Microsoft Exchange, any kind of solution that you have, we will transfer it, immigrate it to Google Apps. Okay. After this, since we're becoming a diversified world on the smartphone technology, so you need to configure your Google Apps on your smartphones. I mean, on Blackberries, iPhone, Android, we need to configure that. Also, we do remote setups on the phones. We control your phones. We do everything in a professional way, in an organized way. So all your organizations have this technology. They have it on their phones. They have it on their laptops. And since it's a cloud concept, you can access it anywhere, anytime, any place. After this, we also have, if you have a couple of you have different domain at your organization, we do alliances to your domain. If you want to set up a certain domain, have them directed to one direct domain, we do that for you. As well as we train Google Apps. Now, training for you Google Apps, it's not a big part like other solutions. It usually takes 2 to 3 months. But most of our experience with dealing with organizations, they usually take 1 month to set up all the organization, and they could also know about Google Apps. After this, the change management. Now, every process in life has a project management has a process. Change management is what you do for your organization. Now, since we start by the implementation, we start the migration, with the training, this needs process at your organization. And you're not installing for 5, 6, or maybe 10 users. You're installing for thousands of users at your organization. You need to process every kind of department at the organization. How do you want to organize that information? How to give them the best Google Apps time efficiency at the same time without lagging your existing work or your existing environment work. The post-support. Now, basically, after the implementation, we usually give, during the implementation process or the deployment, we give support for the training, for the migration. After this, let's say your organization would like to have us always with them. They have questions, they want to train more employees, they want to add more people to the Google Apps system. We will be a post-support for you guys. We will be there, we will implement you, we will teach you. We're always there for you. We answer our phones. This is our model. We always answer our phones. Okay, now, since I said not also Google Apps, Camel Cloud sells or implement for you or helps you at your organization, we have applications. We're also partners with third-party companies. They develop applications and integrate it with Google Apps. I'm going to mention a couple of them. Zoho CRM, it's a very nice customer relationship management application. We sell the licensing, we also implement it, we also train, as well as Google Apps. It's a web-based application. You don't need to have a software to install it. And it's they have been with Google since 4 years. They're growing. They're becoming very large, like Salesforce. They're becoming one of the biggest CRM solutions around the world. Also, we have our sister company. They have built a technology called a lunch ordering system for your organization. So let's say everyone has a department, everyone has lunch, everyone has a lunchtime order. So let's say Arwa wants to order X restaurant. I want to order X restaurant. So we start noting things. And yes, what do you want? Ahmed, so we start confusing ourselves. Lunchbob basically takes your system, and in Google Apps email system, you specify the restaurant that you want to eat. You click on the restaurant, you add the distance description for the order, and then it will go for your whole organization. So it's an ordering system, food ordering system around your organization. We also have PyMatrix. It's a process management project which your organization would also benefit for their cloud-based concept. At the end, we have also Boost e-learning. Boost e-learning, it's only for Google Apps training. Since, let's say, you don't want us to train you, we have also applications that I will show you now in a few seconds. In the drop-down menu for applications, Google Apps, you will have it as a YouTube video or their own system video as well, sorry. So you will understand everything from the Gmail, from the documents, from the calendar, in your language, and anytime you could also turn it on, and it has a one-time fees during the Google Apps licensing installation. Nimble, it's a social CRM. It's one of the new technologies. We're also partners. We're the first partners in the Middle East with them. It's basically having different, you have Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, you have different contacts, different social networks. You could gather them all in one platform, communicate, generate your leads, organize them without confusing any kind of platform. Nimble does that for you. At the end, we're located in King Abdulaziz Road in front of Salah ad-Din. Our phone number is here, as well as our info@camocloud.com. If you need any questions, we'll always answer you directly. Our team is here to help you, to support you, and guide you through Google Apps or any cloud platform. Now let's start with Google Apps, since everyone want to know about Google Apps. Can you please go to the Gmail interface? Google Apps, basically, the concept of Google Apps, how Google created Google Apps. It was first the Gmail concept with the calendar. So then they started to increase this kind of knowledge about, let's say, what is the most important thing that you need in your organization? It's your email system. Your email system is linked to everything. So they started adding the documents, they started adding the groups, the sites, every kind of aspect that your organization needs. Now they have the Google+, you have Hangouts, you have everything linked without installing any software, without buying an email system. Then you want a document management. Then you want a hosting VoIP system. All these kind of solutions Google Apps gave you in one package solution. Now, since we're talking about education, what could I benefit for my student? I mean, let's say I'm a teacher, and my students are in my class. I want to control them. And since it's the internet world, we're growing to, our direction, our technology is going to the communication, collaboration. We need to access anytime, anywhere. How could we communicate together? So we started with the Gmail. If we start with the Gmail, can you just minimize it, please? Now, before we go to the Gmail, everyone knows the Chromebook. The Chromebook, it's an operating system for Google. They have also created something called Chromebooks for Samsung. I have a sample over here. This mini laptop, if you all can see it, and you could also show it for. This is only run by Google, a Chromebook. So you don't need to install any kind of Windows, no antiviruses. You don't need to bother yourself of, let's say, I need to upgrade the system, where should I go, what happens, losing my data. Even if this breaks down, I have my data, everything on the cloud. I could access it by my phone, by another laptop. If you could see my browser over here up, I have the tabs that I saved from my links for, I always visit this kind of websites. So if I open this in another account, another browser, it will open for me. Can you press Control-T, please, so I can open a tab and I'll show you what I mean. Or open a new tab so I can show you what is my desktop in the Chrome. So this one, basically, also, since everyone is wondering, the cloud computing concept, can I control my people? Can I have them in my hands, not like everyone is by himself? Yes, you could control your Chromebooks from your admin tool, from your domain setups that we're also going to show you. You could control your users, let them access a couple of data, let them have a couple of things. So you control everything from your dashboard. So let's say this is my desktop. I have access to my Gmail offline. I have my also shortcut to my Gmail. I have even Google Maps, Google Docs. I could access them. This is my desktop. This is on the Chromebook. I don't need to have a desktop to install or download things. I do everything on the cloud base. So if we go to the Gmail now, we start. Yes, can you go to the first one, the first tab? Yes, this is the Gmail one. Now all students, they mostly know the Gmail. Now you could customize your domain to the Gmail. If you notice up there, KHI at CamoCloud. So I'm not at Gmail, I'm not at Google, I'm at my organization. But I'm using Gmail interface. I have 25 giga per user. I could upload 2 giga files, GP, any kind of file, even Word, PowerPoint, Excel. We're gonna also talk about that. So now, since I'm gonna show you a couple of features on the Gmail, which is very nice. You have, if you go down the chart, you have the chat room, you have the SMS. You could send SMS any phone and any kind of number around the world for free. You have 50 SMS for free. You could see I could see my friends, my colleagues, anytime they're online. I can know if they are Android device or not. I could also communicate by cam. I could chat with them. So this is basically for a student concept. He has his email. This is the core of his solution. Then he starts sending his SMS, chatting with his friends, sending emails. He could customize his Gmail. He could add features on his Gmail. If we press on the compose, can you please compress on the compose part, on the red one? Down.
The red box.
The red box, compose. No, that's not. Can you go back? No, not on the calendar. Go back to so I'm so sorry, because we don't have a control from here. Go back to the Gmail. I could know a personal profile by if he exists or not. Yes, compress on the compose. Then, let's say if you see on the right side, this is the information that I'm sending. Let's say I want to send to. Can you press, please? Can you type on the to Kamal, or let's say Kamal. K. Just press K. No, down. No, down. Yes, on to. Press K. Type K, please. So, okay, enter. If you see over here, it will synchronize, it will look for your data. So let's say Kamal has a LinkedIn account. He also has a Twitter. So I could know a profile about a person. And guess what? This is not Google experiment. This is third-party companies. They build applications, they integrate it to the Gmail. And guess what? Every day they're developing new things on your Gmail. You're not committed to a software to update it. It's a web-based solution. So it updates by itself. Google has also a blog that you could know what is the new things that Google has. You could follow up with the Gmail. It's a very simple. You could have your customizer, and you don't worry for sending attachments bigger than 14,000 mega, or you always receive. I mean, Gmail, it's a very well-known email base. You always access it anywhere, anytime. You could customize your URL. I could log it through gmail.com. I could log it through email.camocloud.com. I have my features for my organization. If we leave the Gmail, then if you see above in the tab, you have the social, if you could look it up here, you have Kamal Plus, you have email, calendar, documents, sites, groups, and more. These are the package of Google Apps will give you. So let's say a student wants to set up a calendar date. He could go to the calendar, set up anytime calendar, invite the people of the calendar. They could modify it, share this kind of time. It's very easy. He could make it as a weekly base, monthly base. It's not complicated. He could set the defaults, any kind of language he wants. After the calendar, you see, if you press on documents, can you please go on documents? No, up on the tab. Down. Next to calendar, no, down. Yes, on the documents, yes. The document is our desktop for the files, for everything I save. So let's say I want to create a folder. If you see all these colors, you have a Google Doc folder. If you create, can you go down, please? Excuse me? Yes, can you, if you see, you could upload pictures. You could upload a drawing. You could do anything. I mean, a student will create a document directly. Now, since we have created the document directly, and I will show you what are the benefits for the document. Google Docs has a very good collaboration tool. So let's say me and my friend, or me and my classmate, we have a project to do. So let's say I want to create a document. If you go up a little bit. Yes, can you go up a little bit and see No, 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 no. Don't press on this, please. Just go up. Okay, that. Okay, press on this one. Press on this one, exactly. Yes, press on this one, tab. Okay, it's pressed. Can you go please up? I created document. Okay, forget about this. Can you go on the create down, please? On the create part. لا فوق فوق شوي. Okay, press on create. Press on document. Google has a dark side. So we press on document, press on document. I'm gonna create a document, called it anything. A new tab will open for me. You will see. Okay, can you refresh because there's no internet connection. What is it? Can you refresh it, please? This is started. Okay. طيب, Aro, go up and deal with it. طيب, I'm going to talk about a little bit about the Chrome. Everyone was asking me last time on the stand. طيب, let's say I have Illustrator file or I have a Adobe. You know, Adobe has a very big file to install at your computer. So what should I do? I mean, it's a very nice question. I mean, usually, since Google started this cloud computing concept, they're going to the cloud direction. You don't need to install anything on your desktop. All that kind of, let's say, Adobe, they will create a cloud solution. So they will integrate it on the browser. So you could also create a file with Adobe or PDF, whatever, and you could work it with Google Docs. So every kind of, if you notice, they're talking about the cloud. Cloud. Where's the cloud? So they're creating platforms for the cloud as a service for you guys. I mean, we're ITs. You're what? You're an education. You're a teacher. Okay, fine. You're a big university. Why should I be an IT? Why should I spend thousands of dollars, maybe millions of dollars, spending a solution that maybe in 2 years no one will learn it? I'm going to throw it there. شو استفدنا? لا. This is the cloud concept as a software as a service. We'll create a platform for you. You will deal it as an interface, very easy, very simple. Then we upgrade it, we take care of it, and then comes the privacy. Oh my God, my data is on the cloud, what should I do? No, don't worry. First of all, our model, Google has been 15 years, they're the internet leaders. They started in a garage, and then they became Google by their reputation. So they created the concept of IT. So now you're outsourcing your IT. You're focusing on your business. You're focusing on your education. So they take care of this headache. They will create things. I mean, we also we're partners with Google. We custom develop them for you guys. For you could benefit for the students. You could benefit for the businessman. This is the cloud concept. Everything is a bit communication, collaboration. I mean, maybe guess what? Maybe tomorrow I will have the data flying with me. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it will power my device. Who knows? But this is the trend that we're going to. This is what we're heading. So as a student, I mean, statistically, I stay almost 15 hours a day on the internet. Everyone will ask me, okay, I need an internet connection. But guess what? Our country, we have the best. Saudi Arabia has the best. It's going to the best internet connection. We're having our fiber optics. Everything. I mean, if you're on your organization, if you have the desktop, if you don't have internet, you're not going to do anything. Maybe you're going to use the email for the network, but guess what? You're not going to access the supplement. You need to have internet. This is our concept. Internet is the battery for our lives. So if we go back now, I created a document. Creating a document. So let's say, share with me, Arwa, please. If you go up here on the sharing point, now the document is almost like Word document. But we also have our own futures. We are developing our new futures. So I share, let's share with Obi. Now I created the document. I could set my default settings. Now by default, you're private. So this document will be accessed by the one that you're giving him the adding, let's say. So I added Arwa. I'm going to share with him. I could also change this kind of setup. I could make it as a link. If you press on the change button, Arwa, please, go up. Press on the change. Now, you could public, anyone can view this web. anyone with a link. You set up any kind of privacy that you want. So let's say a teacher has an assignment with another university, or he has a research that kind of university are not users at his organization. So I'm going to create a link, copy paste it, and send it to him. Very simple. And since it's a web base, I just click on the link, it will open directly Google Docs for me. So I could type with him. So let's start typing Arwa. Now, Arwa said, he invited me here. Now I have my Chromebook. It's 3G or Wi-Fi. So I get an invitation from Arwa that he created a document and he wants me to share with him. So I open this doc. Open title. Now, if you notice here, there is one viewer. And it's by red. So Arwa, so Kamal is there. Now, where is the other guy? Now, if I go there to the document, hello from Arwa. I press hello from Kamal. You could see that I'm typing with Arwa at the same time. You could know that Arwa is there. Imagine this for a student. أنا لما كنت في المدرسة صراحة ما كان لي نفسي أسوي الواجب. as soon as my friend, me and him, we're communicating. Come on, يلا عروة, let's do this homework. Let's get over it. So let's say I'm at my friend's house. I don't have my laptop. I have my phone. I have my iPad. I have my Android. What kind of device? I have a tablet that I want to use. I could access that tablet, open the link, or open the share that I open with him, and do my homework. Simple, easy. خلصت. Let's go sleep. Let's go do whatever I want. I could chat with him also. Let's say we have a project to do. Let's do it now. What do you have ideas? Let's add 100 users in this document at the same time. They all have colors. They all have, so I could recognize who's inside there. I could type anytime I want. Delete. I could also comment. So if I shadow up please. Arwa, shadow up. Let's say shadow up. Hello from Arwa. Okay. Go to insert. Insert. Nope. Insert. Okay. Insert a comment. Insert. Okay. Oh, yes. Go down. Comment. Little bit down. Oh no, up. شكله أول مرة يستخدم الماوس. Press on comment. So you could see here, I have a comment. So I left this document. رحت نمت. I left something comment for Arwa to leave and add thing. I also could invite another people from the comment side. They will get it at their Gmail. They could edit it from their Gmail as well. So I'm not like committed to this document. I could access it anywhere. Even I could edit it from my Gmail. Now, if you go back to the desktop of the document, please. The document, I could decide, let's say, I don't have, even though I could access it by Safari, by Firefox, by Explorer, I could access it any kind. As soon as you have a browser, you have an internet connection, you could access this file. So let's say, this is my desktop. I want to download this file that I created now. If I click on it, I want to download it as a Microsoft Word document. You have the option to do that. You want to download it as a PDF, you could download it. You have any kind of, you want to download any kind of file concerning that kind of type of file. So if I press on it, if you go please on the right, press on this document. No, press on the square. Yes. No. Anyways, so if we're done from the desktop, you could upload 2 giga, as I said. You have any kind of file. You could convert your file that you want. So let's say I want to upload the Microsoft Word document. I want to make it a Google Doc. So they will ask you, if I press on the download and the upload button, please. Yes. Press on the upload, yes please. Beside the create down. Okay, forget about the documents. Let's go to the other part of the applications. Now, everyone was asking me, why do we call this Google Apps? Now, this is a very nice question. Google Apps, first of all, I told you about the package. You have sites, groups, you have documents, calendar, as well as Gmail. Now, if you go to drop-down menu more, you're going to find applications that you added from the Google Enterprise Marketplace. So let's say you're a teacher, you go to, it's like going to Android Marketplace. You find the best application that you like it, and you add it on your phone. So also Google did create a marketplace for your organization. Third-party companies, they're developing applications, uploading it or making them integrated with Google Apps, and you could benefit as well. Some of them are for free as well as a paid version. You could find any kind of place. So let's go. If you see here the drop-down menu, I have all the applications that I usually use in my organization, from the CRM, ERP, open class, every kind of application that you need at your classroom, at your organization, you could benefit from. So if you go and find more services, down, find more services. These applications, if I press on them, it will directly open a new tab, log in me to let's say to Zoho CRM. I will have my file open there for invoice or for CRM directly. I don't need to install a username or password. Since I logged in from the first time for the Gmail, that's the verification password that they asked me for. So I don't need to log in again and again. So if I press on find more services, down one more. No, not this one. I need to show you this. Is very nice, interesting, and you could find any sector you want. Do you want productivity? Do you want in education? Do you want in financial and accounting? Any kind of thing that you want at your organization, you will find it. So if you go on the email, yes, a little bit, press on this one, yes. Go to more, find more services, go down. Okay, a new tab will open for you. You will be logged in directly to the Google Marketplace. This is the Google Marketplace interface. You will see that you could find professional services like us, partners with Google. You want a deployment directly. You want to find the ratings of that. So let's say, if you could see here, there's admin tools, there is accounting and finance, any kind of thing that you want. So let's go to the education. If we go to the education, even you have an interface that will show you the latest new applications that are on the marketplace, the ratings of them, the vendors, who are they, what are the details about them. So let's say we go to EDU, Google Apps, down, last one, yes, press on EDU, no, down. Okay, let's say we want to workflows, yes. So let's say these are the applications. If I put the mouse on Podio, put the mouse on the first one, please. You could see that they have they have 4 stars. It's a description about them. If I add it, if I press on it, yes, please press on it. Now this is the only thing that you will get. You don't, if you have a Gmail account, you won't have this access to the Google Marketplace. That's why this is the Google Apps description. So once you have a Google Apps licensing, you will have a control for the Google Apps Marketplace, as well as you're going to have a dashboard or control panel for your organization to control your users, add features that you want through the platform of Google Apps. So let's say if you press on, press please. Even though if you have problems with this kind of applications, you could report directly to Google. They will help you. Since they're inside Google's world of applications, so they're secured by Google. There's no bugs till now, thank God. So we usually don't face problems with this kind of applications. So if you see here, you could have the description of Google Apps. You have the vendor. you have the ratings of them. You could also know that if they're in Gmail, they're in Twitter, and Facebook. It depends on the company that they're developing this kind of application. Even if you have a problem, you could also report a policy to them, so you could access them, have everything on this. You also have their communications. Let's say you want to know who's the vendor, where is he located. You have all the descriptions for that. So if we go back to the Gmail, please. How could I control my organization? Now not everyone will have this kind of features, because you as a CIO or an IT manager will have the control for your information technology at your organization. So if you go to settings, on the right side, please. No, down, the one below. Press on this. Now, if you see here, manage this domain. If you go here, this one, you will add it, if you're an IT or a teacher, that the IT gave you the access to control this domain. If you press on this, please, they will directly, you will have your control panel. So, it will a new open tab will open for you. You need to verify the account. Of course, since Arwa doesn't know my password, sign in as a different account if you want. Now, the control panel basically, as a teacher, I don't want my students to have access for the contacts, let's say. So I could turn off or on this kind of feature for my students. Let's say I don't want my students to have, let's say I created groups for my students, and I want this group to have this kind of application. This group, I want them to have the documents. So I could limit any kind of features if I have the control panel, of course, the control panel features. So now, if we log into the control panel, you could find, first of all, the licensings, if you expired, if you have problems with the third-party companies of applications, you need to renew your licensing, you have problems with your domain, everything will explain for you in this control panel. And this is also, we're going to explain now later about Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts, if you know about Google Plus is also a social network for Google. It's integrated with Google Apps. So let's say you could have your profile, you could create your circles as a student, as a professor, as any kind of type, your circles, and have them linked together, have a voice and video conference, share a document at the same time. It's amazing. Okay, let's leave now the control panel. If you go to your Gmail, please, I'm going to show you the Google Docs, Google Plus. Excuse me. Now, this is my profile. I have Google Plus with my package. If I press on Start Hangout, I could create a video, share the video as well, share my screen, have them circles. I identify my circles, my people that I want them to share in this kind of video. So let's say Arwa is logged in as an account at Arwa, and he wants me to invite. We want to have a chat room. We also have, as I explained before, you have the chat room and your Gmail. You could also have Google Talk. You could also have SMS and video, but this is more as an advanced way. So let's say, if I log in here, and Arwa will help me. Please add for me. If you go advanced features, no, extra features, please. You press on it, they will ask you, the extra features is having a share screen, having a document side. So let's press and try, please. Okay, he's gonna add me in the circle that he wants me to add with. So let's say, a video will open for you. Now, this is we have always we have to communicate with our partners, with Google, with Vio, with Zoho. So we don't have a software, we don't have a system that we paid hundreds of thousands to install it. We have Google Hangouts. It's very easy, very simple. Let's say now, you could add me, please add me. On the ad below, yes, press here. Type in my name. You see, if you could notice here, you have the circles. So, Arwa has me in my circle. Now, he press on Kamal, press on start this hangout. As soon as I'm logged in here, something will ring, and Arwa is calling you. So, you could notice now, you have opened your documents. Now the video is going to open, the chat, the drawings. You could share the documents that you open. Now, since Arwa is calling me, I have to press. You have a notification on your desktop for the Gmail. If you press on it, now Arwa also could share a document as a video style. He could press on, okay, open, email address. Now, okay, they're going to ask me, join this hangout. I'm going to join with him. We're joining now. If you could see me in a couple of seconds. Now, if you could see up here, you could share the screen. They usually ask me, why there is no future sharing screens, like Skype, for example. No, there is. We have Skype, we have Invite. Also, you could share the document at the same time. So let's say, share with me a document, Arwa. We start a document by pressing on the document. Even I could share the drawing. Share a document, the notes. This is also very nice. You could share a drawing at the same time. I'm sharing with him the drawing as well. So if you notice here, also, you could change the settings that you want. You want to make it, you have the settings features, you could exit. It's a very simple matter. You have camera type, by default your mic, everything settings that you want to use them. So let's say now, since the internet connection is a little bit problem, it's going to take time. Okay, by understanding this concept, not to take time from you gentlemen and ladies, so I'm sharing everything in a web-based server. I don't need a software to install. I don't have problems in facing that. All I need is, now try again. Now because the internet connection is slow, it will take time. Press try again, please. After this, this is what we try for education. Now, I haven't mentioned this. Google Apps in education, the licensing is for free. We don't charge for you $50 per user. We charge for the business side, also for the government as well, but we don't charge at the licensing for education. Now, what is the benefit for Google? There's no benefit, to be honest with you. Google started with their university. They were in Stanford. Stanford helped them. They developed them. They used their tools for Stanford. So they started in an education part. So that's why they feel that giving the education is something free, because there is no schools. There is no education is in the internet.
Kamal?
You search on the Google Apps. Yes.
5 minutes more, Kamal.
Yes. I'm almost done. So this is a concept in Google Apps for education. It's easy. Students will love it. They could access it anytime, anywhere. And since we're in the internet dilemma world, so you could have it anytime, anywhere, any place. Any questions, please? Yes. Mike. Salam. Excuse me?
الاسم خالد محي الدين، مدارس الأندلس، مدارس الأندلس الأهلية بجدة. بحب أسجل تجربة قمنا بها في المدارس بالفعل. تعاقدنا مع شركة جوجل وبنستخدم تطبيقات جوجل في العملية التعليمية. والحمد لله في نتائج طيبة جدا وقوية في هذا الموضوع.
Yes.
لكن في بعض الإشكاليات بتحصل في التوافق مع مايكروسوفت. السؤال مايكروسوفت الوورد والإكسل. السؤال هل في إمكانية للتكامل ولا لازال الإشكالية موجودة؟
عفوا ما سمعت.
التكامل بين مايكروسوفت مع جوجل.
تكامل بأي ناحية قصدك؟
عشان موضوع التحميل ابلود بتاع المستندات والوورد.
No.
شكرا.
Thank you for your question. الحين مع مايكروسوفت دائما في هاي الدايلما انه مايكروسوفت وورد، مايكروسوفت الوورد تبعهم والجوجل دوكس حقهم. ف احنا بنواجه المشكله انه اوقات انت لما تعمل ابلود ما كل الاشياء حتاخذها طبعا، لانه جوجل دوكس هي عندهم فيوتشرز معينه خاصه فيهم، وزي ما مايكروسوفت عندهم فيوتشرز معينه خاصه فيهم. فاحنا ننصح كانت صرت مع جوجل ابس انك تبدا كبدايه مع الدوكيومنتس دايركتلي، بلا ما تاسس يعني تبدا من جوجل وورد، تاسس من دوكيومنتس، حتلاقي انه ما في مشاكل معك. في كمان عندنا features synchronizing your world. So let's say if you have Microsoft 2009 I guess and 2007, there is a feature synchronizing everything. Once you create it on the desktop, it will synchronize it directly to your Google Docs. So we advise you to start by the Google Docs by itself. Don't relate with Google because there are different dilemmas. It's a different, I mean, they have their solution, we have our solution. We're trying to of course to be more creative, increasing this kind of features. They're also creating their own web-based solution. So I advise you is to stay on your, when you start a document, create it by itself. And also I will show you now after we're done, I'll show you the synchronizing tool for the docs. You're welcome. Any other questions, please? Above as well.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم.
معك الدكتور عبد الرحمن الضيبي، مدينة الملك عبد العزيز للعلوم والتقنية.
أهلا وسهلا.
بتكلم بالعربي طبعا. معليش، المفترض ان تكون البرزنتيشن او المحاضرة باللغة العربية، لأن جميع الحاضرين هنا طبعا يتحدثون اللغة العربية، الأفضل لهم طبعا. فإذا لأنه باللغة الإنجليزية صعب عليهم يفهمون اللي أنت تكلمت فيه.
طيب فهمتوا من الترجمة ولا؟
نعم.
الترجمة
لا معليش، المفترض انه جوجل نفسها وضعت جميع اللي انت تكلمت عنه بالنسبه للابلكيشنز هذه، وضعتها باللغه العربيه علشان فعلا يستفيد منها طبعا سواء المعلمين او الطلاب.
يعني ما هم موجودين في العربي قصدك؟
طيب المفترض
في عفوا انا لانه انا فاتح بالانجلش فيرجن، في ابلكيشنز منهم بالعربي صحيح. أيوة. بس هم قاعد لان لسه صار لهم تقريبا 4 سنين هالماركت بليس، 5 سنين، شركات هذول قاعد يطوروا السولوشن، لسه قاعد يكبروا. معك حق، لازم يكون في عربي فيوتشرز. انا مثلا من الناس شركه كامو كلاود لما اتعاقد مع زوهو سي ار ام او مع لانش باب، دائما اول سؤال عندك عربي فيرجن ولا لا؟ لانه انا سوقي عربي، سوقي سعودي. مايكروسوفت للاسف انا اقول نجحوا بهالسولوشن انه صاروا يدخلوا بالعربيه باللوكيشن حقكم، بس احنا كبارتنرز كانفولف معاهم دائما اهمنا الوحيد انه لازم يكون ادابتيشن للماركت بليس، وهذا نحاول دائما. الحين السولوشنز اللي احنا بنبيعها they're always Arabic version. ما دخلنا بالادوكيشن بارت لسه، بس كمان لما نكون مع بارتنرز معهم دائما نقول لهم لازم الارابيك فيرجن. يور رايت.
معليش، المفترض انه يعني تكون المحاضره يعني سابقا يعني انه وظفت هذه للغه العربيه علشان يستفيد منها معلمينا وطلابنا، وهذا اللي نعاني منه. يعني في المملكه العربيه السعوديه نعاني انه اللغه العربيه، اللغه الانجليزيه عائق دائما. فاذا وظفت هذه الابلكيشنز اللي تكلمت عليها، اذا وظفت باللغه العربيه افضل للناس.
صحيح.
شكرا جزيلا.
شكرا. للاسف اتاسف. Any other questions? إذا تبغاني أرجع أعيده بالعربي ما عندي. أكيد زهقتوا مني. Any other questions, please? إذا عندكم any other questions، إحنا الستاند حقنا هنا موجود، أنا موجود والعروة كمان وزمانات ثانية. في سؤال؟ عفوا.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for the informative lecture. I'm sorry I'm going to speak in English because some terms I really don't know there's translation to Arabic. I'm wondering when Windows is going to have some applications and programs for specialties such as medicine, engineering. Yes, we do have, Windows for general use and for professions, for professional use, but we really don't have some programs that could be very helpful for these specialties. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your question. Basically, I mean, it's a very big open marketplace. I mean, it's a business model. You need to have a developing team to create an application for your domain. But let me tell you, this is very nice. Google has an open platform. You could, if you have a software or an application, and you have a software application running through internally by your company or yourself, you could benefit from Google's engine, Google Apps engine. So let's say you upload it to the Google Apps engine. They have PHP code, they have JavaScript, they have Python. Any kind of language that it's integrated with Google Apps, you could upload it. They will take care of running it, patching that, everything, and you will have the variety of accessing as a cloud platform. Now, if you could come to this, I could give you the links to the coding. I could give you to how you could benefit from Google Apps engine or Google Apps API. It will help you a lot for developing or using Google's platform with your existing application. Any questions?
Hello. My question is very simple.
Yes.
I already have a Gmail account. So would I find these features? Or I need to have a Camel Cloud account?
Okay. The simple features that you're going to get on the Gmail, it's basically the Google Sites, Google Documents, Google Calendar, and even also Google+. But the Google Apps Marketplace, you won't have it. You will have more features on the Google Docs, uploading more capacity. You will have the control panel. You will have more access on the Google and the administration part. Gmail, it's a simple interface part that you will have the documents, sites. You use them for your personal use. But for Google Apps, it's a more detailed feature oriented, basically. Any other questions? Thank you very much, gentlemen.